Hey, Shalom, Akim. Bear with me for a second. All right, hey, Shalom, Akim out there. First and foremost, let's give all praises, honor, and glory to our powers. The name of the Heavenly Father's true name is Yahweh, and the beloved Son's true name is Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that's constantly ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the sincere brothers, the believers that's out there fighting wholeheartedly. In truth and sincerity, not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in his last days that we are truly living in. So, Brother Iraq coming back with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and feed the lambs of the Lord. Okay. All right. And as you know, if you've been paying attention, seeing what's going on, okay, as of late, all right, the end is being made manifest. Okay. Prophecy is being fulfilled. All right, the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it. All right, that it shall surely, it's going to speak and not lie. All right, and the prophecy is speaking louder and clearer. Okay, you're seeing food, the food supply um, being demolished. All right, the supply chain being disrupted. You're hearing about these wars against these nations. All right, rumors of wars. Okay, you know, more information is coming out about the technology that the devil, okay, when we say the devil, we're referring back to the so-called white man and Edomites, okay, that they want to enslave the whole world with, okay, which is their digital oil, the charagma, where they want to stamp, where they want to imprint a mark or prick a mark inside of your body, okay, for them to have total dominance and control over your whole life, okay. We're seeing an economic meltdown. All right, as far as Babylon the Great, aka America, okay, circling in the drain. All right, the Israelites are waking back up. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Okay, we're God's chosen people according to the Bible, and the one who the world eagerly calls uh, Jesus. All right, which I don't like saying that name. All right, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. He's getting ready to make a second return. Okay, and that's what we're waiting for, okay, as we watch for these prophecies to come to pass, because that's what gives us hope and us know that the Lord is getting ready to redeem his chosen, all right, from their captivity. Okay, so as you see on the screen right here, Big Brother is coming. All right, and mind you, I'm gonna try to not say certain words because Lord willing, I don't want them to take this video down, okay, because you know there's a censoring going on with you know, YouTube and certain, you know, algorithms. Those bots pick up on certain words, so you know, bear with me if I'm, you know, being descriptive, you know, or coding, you know, my speech, okay, because I don't want them to give me a strike on this page. All right, but it says let me skip that name. All right, developing technology that can track each individual's carbon footprint. Okay, and um, this is what they've been talking about. All right, as far as them camouflaging their true intentions. Okay, but they're telling you in a roundabout way that they want to have total dominance over your life. All right, and in order for them to know your every move, okay, because carbon, they're really talking about people, okay. You know, carbon is a large portion of the human body, okay, when you actually, you know, look into what the human body is actually made of. All right, here it is, you see on the screen. You have a large portion of our body made of oxygen. All right, you know, a large portion of 70% of our body is really water. All right, and a large portion is carbon. Okay, so they're telling you in a roundabout way when you have these different forms, or they have these different meetings when they go and they speak amongst themselves. Okay, they're telling you that, all right, they want total control over uh, your everyday moves, your life, period. Okay, and how can they be able to perform this? All right, they're going to do it by the way of technology. All right, and now when you actually go into the word technocracy, Okay, you break it down. Okay, techno, right, actually goes into technology. Okay, all right, a system or method of making or doing. Okay, and then when you go into cracy, it goes into the rule or government by. All right, so cracy means, so technology is basically ruled by technology. All right, via the way of the government. Okay, all right, where they're going to have power over you. Okay, and how are they going to be able to do this? All right, which they're going to do it by a major piece of prophecy that is getting ready to take place. All right, which that's why the scriptures say that the devil. All right, matter of fact, let me start with that, because you know he knows that he have but a short time. All right, but he's going to move through his draconian measures. Okay, to enforce this technology upon you. All right. So let's go over here to Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Okay. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. All right. So Esau, all right, he's moving fast. Okay. And now they're bold. They're no longer hiding what they used to call conspiracies, or um, what they try to keep hidden. Now they're out in the open with it. All right, because we're living in those days where they're getting ready to push this technology. All right, and this is what they're going to use to have total control over your lives. Okay, now let me play this video, Lord's will. I'm gonna play it, Lord's will. They don't cut the feed. Let me see where I'll have it at. Okay. Here it is right here. All right. Let me play this. All right. So this is the recent meeting that they had at Davos. Okay. I believe in Switzerland. Okay. But let's listen to his words. It's only a 25-second clip. So let's play this real fast.
Through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? For developing through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's, where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
Okay, and we know that when they say that they don't have something operational and they're working on it, it's already here. Okay. I remember the devil speaks with a forked tongue. All right. His words, let's get that as well. Okay, smoother than butter. All right. The devil's words are smoother than butter, but what war is in their heart? All right. And who are they making war against? They're making war against really the world, all right, but also the U.S. citizens. Okay. This is Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. All right. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay. And we know that, all right, really, this goes back to the real war between the sons of the right and the sons of the wicked. All right. Who are the sons of the right? The Israelites. All right. Going back into Jacob and Esau. Okay. Esau in a nutshell, he's trying to forge his blessing, all right, via the way of technology, all right, his birthright, through artificial means, all right, okay, because he knows that he'll never get the birthright, because the birthright, all right, the kingdom of heaven, all right, kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be toward the Israelites, all right, meaning that we're going to have control and dominion over the earth, the planet, the planets, okay. That's going to be our heaven, all right. So as we're moving forward in time, okay, the Lord has giving this man understanding, all right, to bring forth this technology, and this is how he's going to use it, all right. You go into Revelation 13 chapter, all right. They shall put a mark inside of your hand or your forehead, all right, and that you should not buy or sell. Okay, so like he said, they're going to know where you're traveling to. They're going to know what you're eating. All right, they're going to know every movement in your day-to-day life. Okay, and that's how they're going to do it via the way of this technology. All right, really going back into the charagma, the CHIP. Okay, that's what it's going down to. All right, now the big brother, let's touch on that real fast. All right, the big brother. Okay, because this is something that they put in play. All right, going back into 9/11. All right, which they set up a false flag, all right, a so-called terrorist event, in order for them to be justified in actually spying on their own citizens. Okay, so anytime you hit a big brother, all right, and them spying on you, they have it on record, okay, through Congress. You cannot fight against it at all. All right, it'll be rejected or even thrown out of court if you was to even try to take it to the Supreme Court or anything like that. Okay, they have authority to go through your emails, check your text messages, you name it. So let's listen to this real fast.
Administration engaged in warrantless wiretaps on American citizens. What they don't understand is that it's come out in court that all the major telecommunications companies have been secretly storing every piece of data received from our phones and our computers and handing them over to the National Security Agency.
You've heard about the government secretly listening in on phone conversations without a warrant, but there is evidence that your email is also being tapped. The government has been intercepting most emails as part of its terrorist surveillance program. That program has been criticized as illegal because it's missing an important ingredient: search warrants. Several years ago, Klein says he came to suspect that AT&T had installed secret computer gear designed to spy on internet traffic at the request of the National Security Agency.
This is just a small part of the picture, as AT&T was not the only company involved and emails were not the only issue. The NSA was installing Norris Insight systems, which are capable of monitoring billions of bits of internet traffic per second. It was also able to monitor any calls trafficked through its system, all websites visited, all instant messaging, and separate types of transaction records.
The secret room at AT&T contains gear which enables the government to look at every individual message on the internet and analyze exactly what people are doing. Here's another document. It mentions a company called Norris. Norris makes computer software that can swallow and analyze 10 gigabytes of information every second. That means it could go through all the information in all the books in the Library of Congress in a little over 15 minutes.
The documents Klein and others were able to produce were then censored by the NSA.
Bankston isn't allowed to talk about the documents in detail. The government has since had them sealed, but he says what is in there boggles the mind.
We are talking about a substantial portion of all the communications traffic in the United States.
The policies have been shielded by the Obama administration and continue to this day. Attorney General Holder has publicly stated lawsuits be thrown out of court, and after several attempts, Klein and other cases were thrown out as well, once again citing the national security of what used to be a constitutional republic, not a massive corrupt slave state.
Boom. So there you have it. It's like, yeah, bear with me for a second. There you have it. Okay. Let's go over here to Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. All right. And who are the saints of the Most High? All right, the children of Israel. Okay. And think to change times and laws. Okay. And through, since this man has been in power, all right, he has been changing, all right, the times. Okay. Because we used to operate under what is known as the lunar calendar. All right. Now we're under what is known as the Gregorian calendar. All right. Where everything is all corrupted here. All right, the laws of the Most High are not upheld here. All right, you see this alphabet agenda being pushed heavily. Okay, all right, he's constantly changing the laws in his society. Okay, which only further perpetuates, all right, the enslavement, all right, really of the saints of the Most High, okay? And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of times, okay? Now, when you go over here to Revelation 13:11, says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, all right? And this is dealing with the Democratic Party, all right, and the Republican Party, okay, which they're the same bird, okay? The two wings of the same bird, okay? Which, you know, you take it back even further, going back into ancient Rome, all right, it's actually dealing with the Flavians and the patricians, okay? Which the Flavians were considered a low class, all right? They were for the low class people, all right, and the patricians were considered for the higher class, all right? Which the Flavians would be the Democrats and the patricians would be the Republicans today, okay? But they're not, as much as they said they're for the people, they're not for the people, all right? It says, and he spake as a dragon, all right? And what does that dragon go back to? Dragoon, all right? Or cruel-like measures, okay? So when they bring forth that great wrath, they're gonna come with draconian measures upon the masses of the people, okay? Which, you know, there's a reason why there's a so-called shortage of food and supplies taking place as of right now. Ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's doing it, all right? Because the Lord said he was going to send forth these plagues, all right, upon the earth. Matter of fact, let me grab that, just okay, because the devil doesn't have any power. All right, the Lord controls man's goings, okay, but he's using these Edomites, okay, to bring forth this engineered famine, all right, that's taking place, all right. Second Esdras, let me get it real fast. Chapter 15. Let me see. Yep. Second chapter 15, verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So the Lord said he was going to bring these things, all right, and he's using the devil to do so, all right. It's no coincidence that you having major chicken and egg farms being burnt down, buildings being burnt down, all right. You know, trains being derailed, okay. You know, shortage of gas, all right, petroleum, all right, which plays a major part of all things being you know, imported and exported throughout the world, okay. So, you know, if you control the food, all right, you control the laws, okay, you control the people, all right, and that's what it's all about, total control, all right, that's what it's all about, total control. Because let's get it real fast, these devils, all right, they're greedy, okay, they have everything in their power, but it's not enough. Let's go over to the book of Habakkuk, all right, Habakkuk, the second chapter, all right, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, which the wine goes into his philosophies. He has everybody drunk off his ways, especially the democracy that he pushes heavily throughout the planet Earth. You so-called believe that you have free will, okay? When you're actually being governed and ruled by the government, really the elites, okay, behind the scenes, okay? He is a proud man, neither keeping at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. This man is not satisfied, even though that he has control over the world, the resources. He's sitting over the people. Okay, it's not enough. All right, so they're looking for the next high, so to speak. All right, and that's the total enslavement of the masses of the people. All right, and killing off the undesirables, which is known as coaling. All right, anytime that you coal, you only keep the good crop, and then you get rid of the ones that you don't the ones that you don't need, all right, the weak cattle, so to speak, all right. It says, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. Okay, and how does he really heap unto him all people? All right, it's not only just through his military might, but it's through debt. Okay, because a lot of us are really in debt. All right, that's how he rules over you. Okay, through this fiat currency, through this credit based system. Okay. Matter of fact, let me keep reading. It says, shall not all these take a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? All right. And how did he increase which is not his? Through fraud. Okay. Deceiving. Okay. All right. He's got everybody dealing with the petrodollar. All right. And now that we at the point in time where they're getting ready to drop this current system. All right. They're getting ready to drop this current system and bring forth the digital one. Okay, that's what they're getting ready to do. All right, one central bank. All right, one central rule. Okay, that's the agenda. Okay, and total enslavement. It says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, and then when you go into the word clay, it goes back into debt. All right, and that's how he's ruling over the people. All right. So let's read a little bit of this in this article. It's a little bit because I'm gonna jump around. Okay. So it says right here, all humans are carbon-based life forms. CO2 grows crop trees and rainforests. Food scarcity is worsened by a lack of carbon. Okay, and we know that the trees, they produce what? Carbon dioxide. All right. And the atmosphere is dangerously low in carbon dioxide. Why? Because this man is what? Constantly cutting down all the trees, all right, which is known as deforestation. Okay. The scriptures say the earth languishes. Okay. As this man is ruling, because let's get it real fast. Job 9 and 24, and then we go to Isaiah 24. All right. Job 9 and 24. Okay. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. All right. In Esau, he is the wicked. All right. Malachi, let me go in there because I think it's Malachi, the first chapter. Malachi, the first chapter. All right. Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm starting verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. All right. Because the Most High has always loved Israel. Okay. And I hated Esau. Okay. And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. All right. So the Edomites, all right, which the Edomites are the self-proclaimed white people today, they are the border of wickedness. Okay. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Okay. So the Lord is using them to bring forth, all right, this major piece of prophecy. Okay. Because really this chip is the Lord's chip. All right. Or CHIP. Okay. All right. But he's using them, all right, on the left-hand side to bring forth really his judgment upon all the wicked, okay, and prophecy, okay, which we right here at the end of this man's kingdom, okay. We right here at the end of Esau's kingdom. Esau's kingdom is getting ready to go down. There's no bomb for Babylon. There's no hill in this place. There's no easing, all right, quantum easing, or any method that they can try to use to try to bring the system back online. All right. Okay. So going back to where was I at? Back in the article, right? Earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, matter of fact, that's where I was going to go, Slakia. I was going to go to Isaiah 24, okay, because there's a lack. The earth is languishing. All right, Isaiah 24. Okay. Why is the world mourning? The world is mourning. The people are mourning. Why is the people in the world mourning? Because the devil is ruling. Esau is ruling. Okay. And until the Lord takes him out of the way, all right, that's when the earth will be able to go back into its beautiful estate. All right, Eden. All right. Isaiah 24:3 says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. All right, this lobster, red, pale looking devil, all right, has broken every last covenant that the Most High has said not to break. Okay. And because he has done so, all right, the earth is defiled and the earth is mourning. Okay. See, when the wicked bear wool, the people mourn. All right. What is that? Proverbs 29, I believe. Let's see. Proverbs 29 or Proverbs 28. Oops. Let's see. Proverbs 29. All right. Bear me for a second. Let me see. Oh. People. Maybe it's 28. Let me see. 28. Let me go back. All right. No, let me Google that. I know it's in Proverbs. All right, basically say when the people, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All right, let me see. Righteous and authority. People rejoice. Oh, it's Proverbs 29 too. I skipped it. All right, let me go back there. Okay. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Okay. And right now, the people are not rejoicing. All right. The people are in a state of mourning. People are in a state of depression. Okay. People are in a state of panic, fear. All right. They're trying to cope by, living it up. All right. Continuously living in a wicked life. All right. But, death and mourning is going all through the world as we speak. Okay. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right. The people are mourning because the wicked is bearing rule. All right. As of right now. All right. But see, the Most High is only letting this man rule until he be taken out of the way. Let's go over there to, I'm going to hold that on deck. Thessalonians. Second chapter. Yep. All right. Go back to the article real fast. Okay, so it says food scarcity is worsened by a lack of carbon in the atmosphere, dangerously low on carbon dioxide. The war on carbon is a war on all life on the planet Earth. All right, and this is why we desperately need Yahweh Shai to come. Okay, with Yahweh Shai, he's getting ready to come. The same way he left is the same way he came. Is the same way he's going to come by via the ways of chariots. Okay, to do what? Deliver. All right, redeem the elect. Okay, and then also to subdue his enemies. All right. So I'm not going to go no more into this, but he's going into the WEF, all right, which is, the World Economic Forum. All right. They go into the Great Reset. They go into his Klaus Schwab's quote. Okay. You will own nothing and be happy. Okay. All right. We're in those times. Okay. So let's go through a couple more scriptures and I'm gonna close them on out. So I don't want to make this lesson too long. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, Verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God. All right. And this is the pride of the devil. All right. He's puffed up, lifted up, thinking that nobody's going to take him down. All right. But that's why he's going to go down in an instant. Okay. All right. The scriptures say, I behold Satan falling as lightning. That's how fast Esau is going to go down when Yahushua returns. Okay. Let's go to Obadiah real fast. All right. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. Who's going to bring these Edomites down to the ground? Yahushua is. Okay. Yahushua is going to come and bring these devils down to the ground. All right. When he returns. Okay. Remember, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right. He's coming to take all crowns. All right. So as Esau is puffed up, thinking that he's untouchable. All right. The Lord is going to make a grand return. All right. He's not going to meet the world as a man, and he's going to come and take this man down. All right. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. All right. And Esau has been revealed. Okay. And the only book in the world that correlates with what's going on in the world is the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. Okay. The Bible that we read out of. All right. Remember, it says there should be no mate. All right. There's no other book that can foretell what the scriptures have already told. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let. All right. And the he who now letteth will let is Yahweh by Shema Shai. He's letting the devil fulfill prophecy. Okay. So the Lord can take him down in the end. It says, until he be taken out of the way. All right. And that's why the scriptures say the triumphant of the wicked is short. Okay. You know, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. And that's what's going to be the end of Esau. All right. Yahushua returning. Okay. Subduing the other nations. Okay. And then saving. Okay. The chosen, the elect in these last days. All right. All right. And as we see these things coming to pass now, as the scripture say, now is the time to rejoice. All right. Now is the time to rejoice, because our punishment, our time of captivity, all right, is coming to an end. All right. Seeing these things, you know, even though it's bad times ahead, but the scripture say, he that endureth to the end shall be saved. All right. Saved. All right. And the Lord is going to do what? Reward us. All right. And that's what we're looking forward to. We're waiting on the Lord to receive those rewards, that victory, that palms. All right. Which is coming. Okay. So, I just want to bring this out through the spirit, go through a couple of little things. I didn't really get to go into this, but this is going into the Patriot Act. All right. Which, it's on record. All right, but I played the video, Lord will take it down, but everything is right here. Everything right here that they talk about, voicemails. They don't need a warrant, okay, in order to check into your emails and your text messages and your phone calls, tap into all those. They don't need a warrant for anything. They don't need a notice to do any of those things. It's already under books. All right. So now that we're close to the end, now they're just moving forward. All right. So the scriptures say, as he's fulfilling his belly, all right, that's when the Lord is going to rain that fire on him. All right. Okay. Because World War III is going to take place, and the Lord, he's going to send forth those missiles. All right. To do what? Utterly destroy and waste. All right. And as those missiles are flying, all right, Yahushua is going to have to return to come and gather his friends. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praises, glory to Yahweh, Shema Shai, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to the hopeful members of the elect that are staying strong and firm in these last days. All we got to do is just keep the faith, all right? And Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be with us. Matter of fact, one last scripture before I close out. All right, which I thought, let me see. It's a beautiful scripture. What's the, no, I'll get it right here. I'll go over here since I'm already in Apocrypha. Okay. First Maccabees, is the second chapter. All right. First Maccabees, chapter 2. Verse 61, it says, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. All right. So when the devil comes with it, none that put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai are going to be overcame. All right. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worm. All right. Esau has a bitter end. All right. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thoughts is come to nothing. So everything that he has thought that he was going to fulfill and he was going to bring forth has been all in vain. Okay. Because everything that the Lord has opened our mind to has been written. All right. Declared from the beginning. So who should our trust be in? Our trust should be in Yahweh Shema Shai, because he knows the end. All right. And he knows the end of those that trust in him as well. All right. Which is a good end. All right. Salvation. Okay. And making it into those ships. So with that, I want to say shalom.